Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Shane from the Hobby Homies podcast. Today, I'm going to show you how I like to do my bases. A nice, quick, easy way to get those bases looking really, really nice, using some pretty basic tools that everyone should have access to. Nothing flash, nothing fancy, just a couple of bits and pieces. Alright, so first you want to grab your brushes, grab your 4 best shitty brushes, and some kind of tool to apply texture paste with or paint, starting here with the Vallejo Thick Mud. I was always one to use the Games Workshop little texture paints one here, and then one of the homies in the Discord, Ollie, got me onto the Vallejo Thick Mud stuff, and I cannot go back. It's just a massive, massive tub, and it's going to last forever. So got some Gamer's Grass resin basing bits there, just some temple bits there. Alright, grab your applicator and start spreading it. Just slather it on there. I'm talking like peanut butter on toast. Thick. Push it all around, then once you're happy, put it aside, let it dry. It does take a little while, so give yourself some time. Once it's all dried, you want to prime it. Here we are here. Yes, it's a different base, but nonetheless, it works the same. So this one here, we've got our wet palette. We'll start with Rhinox Hide from Games Workshop as the base color. You can use any dark brown, just one that I had on hand. So I'll put a bit of my wet palette there, and then start covering. So that'll cover the majority of the base. This one here has a little dude wrapped up in spider webs. He's for my Wargames Atlantic giant spiders. He's a victim, very, very sad victim. But yeah, just cover it. I'm talking cover it. Like, this took ages to dry, but it doesn't need to be that thick. Once it's dry, you want to grab some Ushabti bone and Xandri dust. Starting with the Xandri dust first, I just put some splotches just to give a bit of variation in the ground. A bit of colour variation. It is very subtle by the time you're done. It looks quite jarring now, but don't worry, it does look better. Xandri dust to start with, and then the Ushabti bone in the middle there, just to sort of, bring it out. You can kind of do it when the Xandri dust is wet too, and blend it a little bit if you want, but it's very subtle. You won't really even notice it once you've got your tufts and static grass on there. Then once that's dry, we grab our favourite shade, Agrax Earth Shade, and we give it a good shake. Use our trusty pot holder. Thank you, Gritty, one of the homies in the Discord, set that to me. I had a tragic accident the other day. I lost some skeleton horde. I wasn't using it, I'm going to lie, I wasn't using it, but I will be using it every time from now on. So just drown it, absolutely drown that base in that wash. Honestly, the more you can get on there, the better. Cool. Once that's dry, here we go here. You can grab your dry paint. I'm here using Tyrant's Skull. That was just the first one I had. You can use any kind of lighter cream, something that complements your brown, and dry brush everything. I'm even dry brushing the little dude there in the web. I painted him with some skeleton horde contrast. So yeah, give it all a good dry brush. Once you've done your Tyrant Skull dry brush, you can grab some Rakarth Flesh, another lighter sort of cream color here that I'm using, and just sort of I focused this more on the web and did a little bit on the base itself. I normally stop after a dry brush of Tyrant Skull. And after that, we want to do our base rim. You can do it after you do the static grass. I generally do it before, but it's up to you entirely. I'm using just some black that I had earlier. Some Vallejo model color black. Comes in a dropper tube, dropper bottle. I love it. covers really nicely. Doesn't give a blue sort of tinge that some blacks can. Then once you've done your rim, you grab your super glue and your favorite grass tufts. Not sure what I'm doing here. Something. Still going. Okay, here we are. Grass tufts. These are Gamers Grass tufts. They're quite uniform, these ones. They're all the same sort of, you know, they're just like a drop, the same sort of size, which I kind of prefer. Some of the other ones where they're, you know, all over the place, they're a bit too big. So, but I like these. They're just nice and tufty, you know. Push those down with the super glue and some flowers. Why not? With the flowers, I like to use my texture applicator to sort of scrape them or pick them up off the base there, because pinching them, you can actually you can squash them. And super glue that one on there too. So once we're done with the tufts and the flowers, we want to grab some PVA and your crappy PVA brush, and of course the Gamer's Grass. I'm using Gale Force 9 static grass here. I think it's called dead grass or winter grass or something. And just slap some PVA on there. Doesn't have to be too neat or too tidy. I don't really even cover the entire base. I like to leave some of the hard work we've put into, you know, bringing the ground variation out. So just slap it down where you like. Be generous. Take a pinch. Tap off the excess. And there we have it. That's our finished base. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. We're also a weekly tabletop podcast. We release episodes every Sunday, and we're doing battle reports and more. We do giveaways on our live episodes once a month, and we have a website, hobbyhomies.com. There you can find links to Discord and everything else. Hope to see you there. Hooroo.